and it reaches a crescendo where people cannot say enough is enough. Whatever Governor Chibuike Amaechi wants to do with the Nigerian Governors Forum is his cup of tea. Rivers people didn't vote him to go and be the chairman of Governors Forum. And I can tell you this very clearly. His being the chairman of Governors Forum is a cost to Rivers State. It has become an embarrassment to Rivers State. Let me tell you why.
I think we should just stay on the issue so that I don't focus on personalities.
Okay. No. Because I need to tell you why Rivers people are not benefiting. How many Rivers people today are holding public offices at the federal level? None. If you are the chairman of Governors
Forum... None?
Not few. That's very few, microscopic few.
What about the Minister for Education state?
Constitutionally, every state will have a minister.
So, how many people are you looking
from Rivers
Whether Amaechi nominated anybody or not, a minister will have come from Rivers State.
It's because of your statement, but is he from Rivers State?
He's from Rivers State. I'm saying. Let me land. When you are the chairman of the Governors Forum, you're supposed to be a close ally of Mr. President because you come from the same party. And as God will have it, you also come from the same region.
But you can disagree if it's
for
the interest of the nation, isn't it?
But don't pull down the country.
How do you mean pulling down the country?
Don't put yourself in a position where people begin to see you, that your actions and conduct are not consistent with due consultation, due engagement. I mean, what is wrong in talking with Mr. President at home? Excuse me, sir.
Principle of brother's keeper or what?
It's important. Because the president, whether we like it or not, Nigeria today stands on ethnic platforms.
But we shouldn't continue.
It shouldn't continue.
So that is why that is why what Rotimi Amaechi is doing should be commendable.
Those things that he's doing
should be commended.
I commend him if he will practice them at home. You cannot be saying that saving of money for sovereign wealth fund is wrong, and you say you are saving 1 billion naira for Rivers State every month. What is the difference?
We have Peter here who says he's in Rivers State and that you're completely biased. Nobody in Port Harcourt has taken up arms just because of Amaechi's structure on security.
Why would anybody? That is what we are saying, that instead of taking up arms, the Felix Obuah group decided to go to court. And I'm asking, is it wrong for a man who is aggrieved to go to court?
But all this is internal party politics of the PDP.
They are.
And as such, it shouldn't, it's not destabilizing the state, is it?
It is not destabilizing the state. That is why I'm saying. You see, listen is just like a storm in a teacup. If when the Abuja court gave its judgment, the aggrieved parties quietly appealed and allowed the state to function, nobody will be hearing about somebody's protesting, that is happening and that's not happening. But you are on one hand saying that what the court did is wrong, me, my hands are clean, I'm a good man. Before we knew it, you have swept a local government, elected local government chairman and all the councillors, even without giving them opportunity to be heard.
But the allegation is that, your own side is using the police to unsettle things.
The police does not belong to Amaechi or PDP, led by Godspowe Akeh. The police belongs to all Nigerians. And my brother, there is no way a responsible police officer will sit down and allow a total collapse of law and order to take place right before him. He will answer questions to the Nigerian people. So whenever you see them shouting like this, it is because they now know that there is somebody who has a reason to protect the downtrodden. Let me even ask you, when did they start talking about police? In 2011, I contested election under ACN to House of Representatives. Emmanuel Okah, speaking here today, I can tell you the degree of brutality that Amaechi and PDP then visited on me. My campaign vehicles were damaged at various points. Nobody said anything. They were using the police, they were using the JTF, they were using the army to do that. At the Sekibo, former Minister of Transport and former Secretary to Rivers State Government, ran election under ACN, gubernatorial election under ACN. Amaechi allowed his campaign office to be sealed just because they raised an allegation of there were arrears of payment of tenement rates, which the man did not incur because he had just rented the property for the party office. Despite the outcry.
In other words, you agree that we play politics of witch hunt in Nigeria?
Yes.
So it all depends on who's crying and who's rejoicing at every point in time.
That's the point.
So is it justifiable?
It is not justifiable. That's what we are saying, that there has to be an end to injustice. There has to be an end to witch hunting. Nigeria should run like other nations so that all of us will live happily and enjoy it. That's what we crave for in Rivers.
But a moment ago you wanted him, because he's from the region of Mr. President, to to whatever the presidency says.
Like I said, people are probably magnifying Amaechi's strength vis-a-vis the federal government. He doesn't. If Mr. President chooses to go the way Amaechi is alleging, who is Amaechi in Rivers State to come and take on Mr. President? It's not possible. Let me even tell you. Maybe I need to say it here today. With or without Amaechi, if Jonathan decides to contest election in 2015, with or without Amaechi, Rivers State will vote for Mr. President. Landslide. Oh. So what are we talking about?
That remains to be seen. But you know, there are those who also say that it is your group that is trying to destabilize the state. If the PDP, the new leadership, which you talked about, foisted by the courts, will sack all members of the State House of Assembly, they think, look, they're just caught in trouble there.
Okay. It is not true that the PDP faction, or rather, it is not true that the PDP Rivers State, led by Felix Obuah, is the one causing problem.
Who's the one that announced the sack of all the members of the...
No, hold on, because one event follows the other. There cannot be smoke without fire. What Obuah had done is merely to go to court. And that's what any civilized person should do. He got the court judgment. Instead of appealing and allowing the process of appeal to run, as God will have it, they even have two appellate steps. The Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. Instead of allowing that to run its course, they now sat back and said, what shall we do to this Felix Obuah group? Oh, he's here the weakest friend. Let us remove his weakest chairman.
There's some kind of vendetta here, some cause to settle because of what you went through in 2011. That's why you're doing all of this.
I am a free Nigerian. I am a politician. I am a lawyer. I choose to do what I want to do politically. I choose to belong to this political group I want to choose. Nobody can dictate to me.
Even when it's dirty or it seems dirty?
I cannot be, of course, legitimately. I'm saying legitimately. It has to be permissible by law.
What do you suggest is the way out of this quagmire? Very
simple. Elders from the region, elders from the state should step in. Like I said, when I was saying that, Prof. Bolishenka should leave, slow down a bit, we will sort it out. They will step in and they will sort it out. After all, Ogun State PDP crisis has been resolved. That's what every politician looks forward to. Nobody likes fighting. Nobody likes this wahala. You know, and nobody should monopolize the power to continue to cause friction, visit animosity and hatred on others. It just doesn't work, and it won't work for a long time to come.
Now, we can say what happened in Ogun State before it was finally sorted out. I mean, the state lost, the PDP lost in that state to a rival party. Do you think that will happen in Rivers?
You cannot match the politics of Southwest and that of or in Ogun and that of Rivers State. Till thy kingdom come. In my humble estimation, PDP will continue to rule Rivers State.
Hence, you're changing our parties.
Emmanuel Okah is the former Commissioner of Information in Rivers State. Thank you for coming on today. We had expected Samuel Williams, the chairman of Africa Local Government Area, but for some reason he was not able to make it. But we're back in just a moment here